Large crowds have been gathering at electoral office of Jamaica locations across the island as citizens try to get new voter ID cards. Now, there were chaotic scenes at EOJ offices in Kingston, Falmouth and Manchester yesterday. Details in this report.
Cynthia, no joke. And this is 16 pounds out there, no tent, no sun above we up, rain drew power, we have to run up and down while ago. They take off the idiot out here.
A frustrated woman outside the offices of the Electoral Office of Jamaica in northern Trelawney complaining about the process to renew her voter's ID. She was among scores of people waiting to be attended to from about 10 a.m. Monday.
They are not organized. They are not dealing with us properly. They might call 11 number and number 64 them reach. Number 64. And them say a 350 ticket them give out. Them turning away back customers. So them not giving out no more ticket for the day.
Rubbish. That's all I have to say. It's rubbish. We are in a pandemic. You're telling us social distance and all of these things. Where's the social distance in this?
And there have been similar crowds at different EOJ offices across the island, in Kingston and in Manchester. EOJ's returning officer for Manchester Central, Sigrid Thomas, says his team was anticipating the crowd following the expiration of the card last year.
It's just a case of Jamaicans wait on the last moment. So they have learned that the expiration day expired December 31st. So people are just rushing to get their card renewed. Right, so people just waiting and the last minute rush. But the period continues. It's an extended period. You don't have to be rushing.
But not all Jamaicans feel that way, as the voter's ID is arguably the most common form of national identification. It's also free, and why many citizens are swarming the EOJ offices because they need it to do business.
Nobody can get no money for no restaurant when I place our MoneyGram, sir. It is very bad.
Turn back so that I have to get my old, have to get the new ID to collect the money from Western Union or MoneyGram.
But Director of Elections Glasspool Brown says citizens are misinformed about the process. Firstly, one must register to renew their cards at the constituency office before they can collect it. That process takes about 2 months. However, he says a request can be made for a letter of identity which is valid until the card is issued. But even the wait time for that, citizens argue, is too long.
Then I use the old one that we have. And then so if we get a letter from the EOJ and when we come, there is no letter. Something that going on a cover.
Mr. Brown says the EOJ has printed 1 million new cards for citizens who would have completed the renewal process. As of last Friday, 410,000 cards were issued. But there is an appeal for the EOJ to extend the working hours to include weekends to facilitate the process and to make it more organized.
My suggestion is get two persons that are here to collect. You just have those two persons assist, and then the process will go a bit faster. But nobody's listening.
If you run different, man, and after today we want to see different things. If I know that people don't cast vibes down here, you know that though.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.